Sometimes parents have concerns over their child's school performance. If this is your situation, there are some things that you need to know about the school district's responsibility to evaluate your child for special education services and or other accommodations that may be appropriate to help your child be successful. School districts under the IDEA have a duty to locate, identify, and evaluate students that they suspect have a disability that will affect the child's school performance. This duty is otherwise known as the child find duty. When a child begins to struggle in school, many times a school will recommend starting a process called RTI, or Response to Intervention. And this process is basically an informal way for the school district to measure targeted interventions or support services such as tutoring and their effect on the child's ability to perform. If the child is not doing well even with these special support services or these the tutoring or other interventions that are used through the RTI program, many times a school district will move to the next stage, which is doing a more formal evaluation. This is a full and individual evaluation under the IDEA. Many times you'll hear school district personnel refer to that as an FIE. Now, before the school district can do this formal evaluation, they have to give the parent notice of their proposed evaluation. This notice will provide you with a description of the evaluation procedures that they are going to use, the different testing they want to use. It will provide you an explanation of how all of that works. In addition, they also have to provide you with a document called Procedural Safeguards. This document is important because it spells out your procedural and other legal rights once the school district has proposed to do this evaluation. The other component that the school district needs to do the evaluation is your informed consent. So they will approach you and ask you for your consent to evaluate, and without that, they are unable to complete this FIE. Once the FIE is recommended and you have signed off on it through your informed consent, then the school district's timelines start running, and they actually only have 60 days from the date that you sign that informed consent for them to complete the evaluation. Another way to get an evaluation is if you as the parent feel like your child is not getting what he or she needs in school, then you can do a parent request for an evaluation. Many districts have certain procedures for doing this. Most of them require those requests to be in writing. So you want to check out your school district specific procedures for requesting the evaluation. A lot of times school districts will say to parents, we have to finish the RTI process before we can do your evaluation. That just simply isn't true. Once a parent requests an evaluation, the school district's clock starts running to either provide that evaluation or to deny your request for an evaluation. If the school district makes a decision to deny your request for the evaluation, they have to send you what's called prior written notice. And that document will tell you that they are refusing to evaluate for special education services, and it will also lay out your options, your legal options and other procedural options and rights. So let's say they do the FIE and it comes back and you disagree with the results of the evaluation. You have the right as a parent to request what's called an IEE, or an independent educational evaluation. This is basically just asking for a second opinion. The school district has an obligation to provide you with an IEE, or independent educational evaluation. You have the right to receive one of those at the school district's expense if you disagree with their FIE. So if you disagree with their evaluation, you can always request an independent educational evaluation at their cost.